Welcome back to the Southern Quality Ford Friday Night Blitz. Got some games that we want to talk about here. Where are we going to start?
I guess let's start out here in Shreveport. Let's talk about the Woodlawn Knights. They played last night, getting a big win. Tim, you were out there.
This is a team that I wasn't sure what to expect this year. They graduated a ton, but they do have Kentrez Roby back at quarterback, and he played quite a bit last year. So I was just kind of wanting to see what they were like, and they looked like they played on their heels a little bit that first drive, and then they just took it to Carroll.
Doesn't one of the younger Mosleys playing? I thought I heard Coach Jerwin Wilson earlier in the week talk about Mosley's younger brothers on the team too, and you know they've done a great job at Woodlawn, and talk about just the phoenix rising from the ashes. They took a program that was just down and out, and now they're legit. I mean,
he's changing the culture.
Yeah, he's completely changed it.
Let's go to our next game, guys. We mentioned it a little bit earlier. The Evangel Eagles at home taking on Bishop Dunn, and something happened you don't see happen very often at Durham Field. A team comes in and beats the Evangel Eagles. You know, Bishop Dunn coming over from Dallas, and Charlie, still early in the season, don't really know what to make of it. But this is the team the Bird Yellow Jackets are going to be seeing next week. What did you take away from this game?
Well, Bishop Dunn comes in. They have a lot of top prospects. They play in the TAPS League over there. These are two teams that are on Bird's schedule, one next week and one in week 8 in Evangel. I kind of wonder what's going on with Evangel. I know they lost a ton off of last year's team, particularly on the defensive side, but they've seemingly struggled the last 2 weeks offensively. That's got to be a concern for Coach Byron Dawson. But there's Jabari Kepra they're scoring for, and they've got explosive athletes and big-time athletes, particularly on the defensive side of the football.
Let's go with our next game now. Northwood Falcons. They had that breakout year last year and make the run of the quarterfinals in the playoffs. This year I was out there this week I was out there for the game. And it did not take them long to get me highlights. They were very favorable to us camera guys out there, because that was a big run right there. Then Luke Bogan, he was the player of the year for us last year with another big play. Guys, in the first 4 minutes of game time, they were already up 14-0.
Trayon Jones, DeTravian Brown, Luke Bogan, they're going to score a lot of points this year.
But the key to them is going to be on the defensive side of the football. That'll determine how far Northwood goes.
And Coach Gatlin is excited about that defense. He talked to us about that earlier.
I went there for, we did that for one of our 23 teams in 23 days. And, I wanted to talk about Luke. I wanted to talk about that high-flying offense. And he was like, whoa, hold on. You got to take a look at our defense. And I went out there. They were doing conditioning drills. And they did not look like high school kids. They looked like half of them should be like in college already.
One young man that just looks like a man.
Yeah, Coach Gatlin, I think, compared him to look like Herschel Walker.
That's what he said. Yeah.
Wow. Next game.
Let's go talk a little bit about Lakeside. I put all these fans on TV. They were very happy that we were there. Not a lot of TV coverage out there at Lakeside, and I came walking in, and Ringgold, we knew they were going to struggle, but this young man from Lakeside was in the backfield all night, gets the sack, gets the fumble recovery. Well, then I told the coaches, I said, guys, I know you're up big, but I need one more. I just need one highlight. And then so they called this play right here, and then, it throws the touchdown coming right to me. So I go walking back over there, and they're just kind of smiling and shaking their head. Yeah, that was for you.
So now you've angered all the folks in Ringgold, Louisiana. So expect some phone calls.
I probably did. I just needed one highlight.
And they gave it to you right in your kitchen.
They sure did.
All right, and then just to wrap up tonight, Haynesville taking on North Webster was our game of the week. Jory, you were out there for the whole game. Just talk about this one.
That's right, guys. So what a rivalry game. You always want drama out of games like this. This was a 2-point game the entire third quarter. Now, both teams had a lot of really great moments, but I really want to talk about the defense, especially from Haynesville. You heard me talking a little bit earlier. They've got a lot of two-way players, a little bit of a smaller roster. Their running back plays cornerback. He had that last pick 6 of the game. He also had the first touchdown of the game, and 2 scores from Haynesville tonight, both coming from the defensive side of the ball. We're expecting a lot out of that side from the Tornado this season.
Yeah, that defensive line's good.
Hey, shocking. Haynesville's good. News at 10.
It's breaking.
Yeah.
This is just it. Anyway, Charlie, thank you so much for joining us this week. We'll probably have you in again later this year if we can. But that's all the time we have for the Southern Quality Ford Friday Night Blitz.
Thank y'all.
Thanks for watching.